All right, what is going on, guys? JNC Radio here. Yes, this time with JNC Radio. Finally back.
Yeah.
No, it's been a while, but we just haven't really been able to put together a show of like a bunch of topics that we feel would be best suited for this program. But today we're finally back with it.
Yeah, we actually have shit to talk about.
Yeah, we got a big week coming up. Then a couple other things I found interesting that I think would make for a good show today.
Let's roll.
Yeah, so of course the Royal Rumble is going to be a week from today it'll be Monday when the show airs, but it'll be so it'll be 6 days from this point.
Yep.
We're going to be of course talking about that, previewing the Royal Rumble 2020. I'm going to talk about Worlds Collide and some other topics here. A couple other things that have taken place this past week, and some things coming up for the week.
So, without further ado, let's just roll with this first edition in a long time of JNC Radio.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so first Saturday night we were going to have Worlds Collide. It's NXT versus NXT UK. Of course, we're going to have an 8-man tag team match between Imperium and the Undisputed Era. We're going to have...
I can't wait for that, actually.
That's going to be so awesome. We're going to have Rhea Ripley versus Toni Storm for the NXT Women's Championship.
Another match. That should be off the chain, to be honest.
Yeah, we're going to have Finn Balor versus Ilya Dragunov. That should be really solid. And, of course, we have Angel Garza versus Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Jordan Devlin and Travis Banks in a 4-way for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
Did you see that got a new look?
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty dope.
Yeah, not going to lie, it does. Then, of course, we have DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven, and Tower Bait. Should be a great one as well. Be cool seeing Ciampa and Gargano team again.
DIY.
Again. Yeah, finally. Well, they did a little thing where they were kind of like united, or kind of like together again, like towards the end of last year, early this year, early last year. Yeah, they were back together for a little bit, but they're actually going under the DIY name, so it'll be cool seeing them back together once again, so that should be pretty good as well. Then we got, of course, the following day, Sunday, January 26th, we're going to have the Royal Rumble of 2020. Yes, it is here. This will be our first time covering a current Royal Rumble, because, we've done plenty of those with our JNC Rewinds, which we thank you for listening and supporting those. We've had a ton of fun doing them for the past month or so, starting with December of last year.
Yeah, been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah, and of course, Sunday we had our 2002 Royal Rumble, JNC Rewind, our 10th one. And coming up, of course, next Sunday, this upcoming Sunday, we're going to have the Royal Rumble 2011 JNC Rewinds. That'll be our 11th one, so be sure to check that out when that drops. Well, let's get into the card here. So, of course, we have Bayley versus Lacey Evans for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Of course, this match happened because Lacey Evans had a pinfall victory over Bayley on Friday. Watching SmackDown this past Friday.
Yep, so this has been kind of building for a little bit, because she's had her problems with Lacey's had her issues with Sasha, so you kind of figured that they were going in this direction, but now it's official, so I guess so. Who wins that one, you say?
Probably, I want to say Bayley.
I'd say they gotta have Bayley. But sorry, I was cutting you off.
You're fine. You're fine. We're all trying to get our opinions and our thoughts down, but. Probably Bayley. I mean, honestly, Lacey has actually been building some momentum, but I don't think the momentum's going to be enough. And, I mean, that's pretty much, besides just, what happens when superstars just keep building momentum into the pay-per-view.
Yeah, then usually when that happens.
And not to cut you off, but.
Yeah, no.
But
it's your time.
And though... Also, I think Sasha Banks is going to be the wild card, obviously. I guarantee they're going to have, she's hyping on SmackDown because she, got hurt in the backstage brawl. And then she's just going to pop out of nowhere at Royal Rumble. That's how I think things are going to be
Well, I think they're just gonna do this and have Bailey win just because well, it's just a match for the show, of course. But I think that the long term plan's got to be Sasha and Bailey at Mania. That's got to be what they're getting towards. I can't imagine anything else.
Yeah, that's probably actually probably the right way of doing it, in my opinion.
That to me, that's the only way.
Yeah, it's for the SmackDown division. Unfortunately, it's just Sasha and Bailey, really.
Yeah, and I guess they're trying to build up Lacey Evans. I guess she still has potential. I've seen some improvements.
Actually, in my opinion, I think Lacey Evans has actually done a lot better as a face. I've actually been able to get into her more as a face.
I actually agree. There. But of course, so we both have Bailey retaining there. Yeah. But then we have Sheamus versus Shorty G.
Oh my God, Sheamus all day.
Yeah, no, that's quite obvious. It's gonna be Sheamus. That is his first real match back. So
yeah, from career-threatening
injuries. Yeah. But
it's gonna be a squash.
One thing I don't like, and I was talking about this earlier before we did the show. One thing I hate that they always do is they did it this past Friday on SmackDown, where first Sheamus pops up and he's like, oh, where's Shorty G? And he's just looking around like he can't see him. And of course, I mean, I don't even have to say this, but he's obviously talking about his height or whatever, hence the name. But I really hate that. That's just dumb to me. I really don't understand why they have to make everything about his height or whatever. It's he's not even the shortest guy on the roster.
Yeah.
So that's just really dumb to me. I don't really understand that.
But also another side note is that this is not the first time that when Sheamus was out for a while, when he came back, he targeted short people.
Oh yeah, because
I've actually, if you remember or don't remember, 2015 when he came back with a stupid ass mohawk. Went after Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler, just went after the short people and did the exact same thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to. But especially with Gable, I don't understand why they have to do this. I don't even understand. I don't like the whole character as a whole. Because as I said, he's not even the shortest guy on the roster, so it's just really dumb.
He's wrestling.
The easiest way they gotta get at him is just by picking on that, which I don't get.
Yeah, he's not even. But as a whole, in WWE, he's not even the smallest dude.
No, but there's that. But it's they're picking on the fact also that he's short. It's does anyone really care? I mean, it doesn't matter at all.
He dresses like he's getting ready. He's getting ready for a workout.
Yeah,
no, actually, no. He dresses like he's getting ready to play a freaking pickup basketball game down in the park.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got the gear. I hate the whole thing. And not him. I think he's actually a very good talent. It's just I hate that they have to I don't care for the Shorty G thing, but yeah. So the next we have we have a Falls Count Anywhere match between Roman Reigns and King Corbin.
This one has to go to Roman.
Yes,
but I feel WWE is gonna screw with us, and Rude and Ziggler, Usos. It's just gonna be one big clusterfuck at the end of the day.
No, you could be right there. Well, Roman Reigns was expected by many, and including myself, to be the favorite possibly to win the Royal Rumble match. But if he won here, does that mean he'd still go on to win later in that night? Or if he loses here, does he go out and kind of win it and redeem himself? Or
if he loses, I can see him winning.
Yeah, but if he wins twice in one night, I mean that's kind of
we're going back to 2015. No one wants to see Roman Reigns kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because I know the fans have been very supportful of him since he's returned and everything, but I don't know. I just seen 2 victories in one night. I mean, damn.
But honestly, for me, with Roman, I actually do not see him winning the Rumble.
Okay. But I'm not gonna. Well, I'm not gonna judge, but we'll get into that once we get into that later.
Yeah.
Then we have Becky Lynch and Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, a match which they did at the previous Rumble.
But the story is.
But of course, it's flopped. It's flip flopped because Becky's the champ this time. But
she's trying. And Asuka's the only woman on that roster that's given her trouble, which is part of the story. Which on the story, obviously. And she's just trying to get some redemption for that loss a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually believe that she will retain and beat Asuka.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's if anything to me, that's the most predictable. Actually, Sheamus and Shorty G is pretty predictable too. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious that Becky Lynch to me is going to win. Okay, next we have the strap match for the Universal Championship between the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Daniel Bryan.
Honestly, when he was going for the stipulation, I swore I was like steel cage match or something like that.
Yeah, because he's talking about how he couldn't escape.
Yeah.
But I definitely didn't think of a strap match. But if anyone can make this work, it's definitely Daniel Bryan.
Except for Daniel Bryan.
He's still one of the most talented performers that they have.
He can make it work, but unfortunately, I am going Fiend.
Oh yeah, the Fiend's. I saw a couple people who think that maybe who think maybe that the Daniel Bryan could somehow win, but I don't understand. I don't see that at all.
I mean, think about this. This would be a perfect match. Say if Daniel Bryan wins, or if the Fiend wins and Daniel Bryan's still involved, you add Roman Reigns. I would love to see that triple threat match: Fiend, Daniel Bryan, and Roman.
No, I would as well. I just can't.
It would be great because you don't have to really rely on the Fiend that much.
He doesn't have to lose.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to lose, and if he doesn't get pinned. But,
well, yeah, but that's what I mean. He doesn't have to take the fall.
Yeah, but either way, you will.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I believe that'd be the perfect way to go for the Universal title.
Have a triple threat.
Yeah.
Okay, then we have the women's Royal Rumble match, the 30 women Royal Rumble match for a women's championship match at WrestleMania 36.
This one's kind of hard to predict, because they really haven't been pushing this Rumble that much. I mean, you said 6 days in.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 4 competitors.
Yeah. As of Saturday, which is when I got the list of participants in this match, there's only 4 people who have been confirmed to be in this so far. We have Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, and Sarah Logan. Charlotte was announced on Raw. Nikki and Alexa were both announced on SmackDown. Sarah Logan announced she's going to be on her Twitter. But there's a couple people. Well, actually, no. To me, it's probably just one at this point that I'm thinking of, because they haven't said anything about NXT being involved in this. I know that they're doing the World Squad the day before, which is in Houston, so yeah. They haven't said anything about it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a surprise or so in it, but because before she won the NXT Women's title, I would have thought Rhea Ripley would have been the perfect person to win this. I couldn't have pictured anybody else because she was just on such a roll, and it's amazing how talented she is at such a young age. But I'd say now it's probably just going to be Ronda Rousey winning.
Yeah. I completely agree with you.
Shayna Baszler would have been cool too, but
yeah.
I don't know if she's gonna.
My three locks for the Rumble would be Shayna, Charlotte, and Ronda.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go Ronda because Charlotte doesn't need it.
No,
Shayna would be Shayna would be very actually. No, Shayna. If I had my way, that'd be the person I'd want to win.
Yeah. And I know a wrestling fan that wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I know him too. But yeah. So then so I think Ronda's gonna win that. For the men's Royal Rumble match, we have more people who are confirmed. Actually, we have so far. I wonder how many. Oh, we have 19 of the 30 people who have been confirmed to be in it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of legends rumored. There's obviously a lot of surprises rumored.
Mm-hmm.
But.
See, this one's a little tricky because I have a few people in mind who, very well could win it, but it's depending upon if some of those things actually happen.
I have one in mind, and it's not Roman Reigns, and it's going to probably be a shock and probably a, oh, really kind of thing, because WWE's had his chances with this guy, but have not pulled the trigger, which I believe at the Rumble, they will finally pull that freaking trigger. I think who's going to win the 2020 Men's Rumble match is going to be Drew McIntyre.
I could get behind that. I don't necessarily think he will, but I'm totally behind that idea. They have yet to give this man his fair due and his fair shot.
But recently, WWE's actually let him be himself, and he's been a lot more entertaining. Not saying he's not been entertaining before, but he's actually been a lot more entertaining. Picked up a huge win in a triple threat match against Randy Orton and AJ Styles heading into this. And I believe he's going to be the one to eliminate Brock Lesnar, and he will be the one going on to win the Rumble, and then going on to face Brock Lesnar for the WWE title.
Yeah, because of course, I I personally had the belief that whoever eliminates Brock